Alright, so today we're gonna be doing this today, or tonight. It's fucking it's 1:30 in the morning, but we're gonna do this tonight. And yes, I haven't recorded a lot in the past couple weeks. Yes, I know. I'm always trying to find time to record. It's hard to find time to record anything, you know. I don't think I even shaved since the last time either. But there's a lot been going on. I won't bore you with the details, but I'll basically say that like there's a lot of crazy people where I live, of very many different types, which I have to deal with in the apartment I'm in, and on it's kind of come to a head, so I gotta move pretty much, and I cannot move, so that's a bit stressful, and I'm also I'm trying to start a lawsuit with a company as well. On top of that, so there's a lot going on right now. I had a lot of personal family stuff going on, so I'm here, I'm recording now. Um, this is a very quick one I wanted to do, just to kind of get back into the habit of recording again. I'm gonna try and do like one album or something a day, like one video a day. I'm gonna try and do. Um, I said that last time, or that I upload more frequently. Didn't turn out. I'm gonna try and work on it this time. But yeah. So we're doing this today. This is Alice by uh many names. At least this album's credited under, or this EP is credited under Metrowing, but they also go by their other name, Zach or something. It's like SZAK. Um, and they also go by their real name. I assume it's the real name, um, Fuminori Matsumoto. And if you don't know who that is, they are one of the composers, if not the composer. There's not many for this visual novel, Wonderful Everyday. And if you don't know this, it's basically a very philosophical, psychological horror game. I know it doesn't look like it. That's kind of the whole point. Japan really loves those games and anime where they look totally cutesy and whoops, super dark. And I'm actually meaning to actually get into it at some point because it just seems really interesting to me. And so they did the music for this game, but they came from it doesn't show it here. They're one of the members that came out of the collective Supercell, which if you know Supercell, they've done some music for like other anime like Guilty Crown, Monogatari series. They released the Supercell album, which is like one of the hugest albums in the Vocaloid scene, and so they have a lot of legend and status around them. And eventually they all kind of, it was like 11 people or something. And they all kind of split off to do like their own thing at some point. And this is one of those people. And they had this version of the album in 2011. I'm not going to be reacting to that one. I'm going to be reacting to this one. It's the same album. Track 1/4 has been renamed, and there's better production on this one. And also, this features, Miku as the Vocaloid, and this has a real singer. So this, all in all, is just it's same album, bit better production, just a bit more, you know, I don't want to say budget. This is a bit that seems incorrect, but a bit more polished. There we go. It's more polished, and so we're gonna do this version today. This is 2014, and yeah, we're gonna start it with track one, Alice. Ooh, nice. That's a nice. Oh. There's a lot going on already. The guitar tones are kind of remind me a bit of like a little bit of like 90s grunge almost. Just a little. That was a very nice switch up. I like that. Also, very nice vocal harmonies too. I'm actually, hold on, really quickly. I'm curious to see if they Oh, is this not? Wait, Is this not the same? It's the same amount of time. And that's whatever. Whatever. I was interested to see how the vocal harmony sounded in the Vocaloid version, but I guess there isn't one. Right on cue. Vocals come in. I'm liking the voice too. Very 2010s, early 2010s anime feel. Very much so. Which honestly, I think is prime anime, like prime weeb culture, whatever. Like, it's hard to beat like those like 5 years before and after 2010. I'm not liking the vocal melody too much. I see the last track as an instrumental version of this track, and it seems like that this was an instrumental that they tacked vocals on top of, because there's a lot going on, and it feels like the vocals are like tacked on. It kind of seems like there's not really vocal melody; it's kind of wandering aimlessly, you know. I like the harmonies though, but I could do without like the main vocals. Ooh, nice little the whole section had some nice drum fills, drum work in there, snare fill or the snare roll and all that. Harmonies again, very nice. Actually, I don't think it's harmonies. I think it's just overdubbed, actually, now that I hear it again. Either way, it's very nice, very airy. Nice textures, you know. It really fits, like the vibe of the song, the album cover, it's all very nice, you know. Very nice package, you know, it all works together well. I wish an album art was kind of conceived with the music, kind of worked in tandem with it, you know. I kind of miss that. I like that little vocal melody into the chorus, but like it doesn't like, I don't know. I was gonna say it doesn't really hit as much as I'd want it to, but it doesn't really feel like it's supposed to hit. It's kind of supposed to be like a gradual shift, which, sure. They're supposed to like slide in, not like punch in, you know. The drums are I mean, the drums and the guitars are doing some pretty cool things. Up on cue. Whoa. Very interesting solo here. Ooh. Is that it? I guess that was it. I like that section at the end. You had these it was like almost like dueling, like a dueling guitar solo, but it wasn't like the usual kind. Um, where it's the solo back and forth. It was lots of like 30-second notes. Whatever. It was like they were doing two different solos at the same time, both with 30-second notes, and I don't want to say they were harmonizing because they weren't. They're just like doing like different things, but like it was cool. It was cool. Um, just cool compositionally. It's interesting. Next we have Geka Jasmine. I'm sure I pronounced that right. Interesting combo of synth and guitar. Bass seems a bit more busy in this one. Again, this one's kind of it's lacking a little bit for me again. Again, it's the instrumental's really good. Again, it's just like I'm a melody guy, right? So if there's not a good melody hooking me, there's not really much else for me. I'm a bit pushy with that kind of stuff, But it is a very important part of music that a lot of people either neglect or just don't know how to really write good melodies consistently. I'm not gonna listen to the fourth one, the fourth track, but I'll do the three. Sounds like there's like a acoustic guitar strumming in the background as well. I can kind of hear it. Is that it? That's it. Okay. That went by. I thought that was the second chorus. I didn't realize we had a whole bridge. Whatever. That one's alright, Yeah, I'm trying to find something to say, but I'm not. I'm better at talking about music that I like, that is doing a lot of cool, good things, than music that I'm just like indifferent on. Because usually I'm indifferent on it because there's not really much to comment on. It's like, yeah, it's a song. It's doing things that songs tend to do. They have beats and harmonies and melodies, but beyond that, I don't know really what to say. So I'm not gonna say anything more. We're gonna go into the last one I'm gonna do. Track 3, Life Work. Okay. You know what? This is already a huge step up, just in terms of the melody writing. I'm loving that bass. The tones of the guitars are good. The drum groove, like. That's actually pretty sick. I actually like that a lot. That guitar, nice tone. Loving the drums. Very tom heavy. Vocal melody not bad either. Pretty good. Alright. Alright. You got me. Okay. Fuck yeah. Oh man, that's so sick. Like, I love that guitar tone. Back into that sick drum groove. Nice little slide. Do the chorus again. Come on, come on. Do it again. Yes. Oh, my. Guitar solo coming back. Oh my god. Snare. That's such a sick fucking bass tone too. That was way more than made up for the last two tracks. Holy fucking shit. You know what? Like, not only was that like super fucking good, like, oh my god, like, I love that song, but something about, hold on. Something about this. Something about that, like, the tone of the vocals, the chord change, just like something about that part is just like, holy, like, so, how do I explain this? Damn it. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but like, I might mention it once or twice, but I am autistic, and there's something with autism called stemming, which basically is like let's say, for example, if your fingers are smooth enough and you like do this, you kind of like rub them in a circle, it's a very, very satisfying feeling, and you kind of end up like doing it for a long time. Or maybe like you have like a piece of like a wrapper of a candy, you might like, kind of roll, and or maybe some piece of tape, and it's, that's kind of like a stim, right? It's something that is like very like addictingly satisfying to do. And there's like audio stims, right, where there's just certain, like, maybe someone says something a certain way, or just certain auditory things might do the same thing. They hit you in a super, super sweet spot in your brain, and that's what that's doing to me. I fucking love that part. It's almost kind of like nostalgia in a way, where like nostalgia hits you in a very deep core of like your soul. You know what I mean? Like it's a very specific feeling when it tends to hit. Also like really bad like really bad depression does the same too. It's very like it's such a deep feeling. It's something. It's that kind of thing where it's something about that like shift in that second chord of the chorus that just it itches my brain on such a deep level. I love that song. I love that particular moment. Like like I'm gonna be honest, right? First two songs didn't really like. I'm not really good. This one, amazing. I try to be nice with music and stuff, but at least to me, well, I feel like in general, right? Excuse me. Um, I feel like there's a big problem nowadays with people being too sensitive, and I've grown up hearing a lot of like music is subjective. I think it's definitely objective. There is right and wrong ways to compose something and to mix something, and there you like it's an expression. It's a very complicated point, but it's like it is an expression, and anyone can write anything, but you have to like know the rules to break them properly. For example, it's kind of like that. Like you can have songs that are objectively just bad. Like it's painful. It's literally painful to your ears because it's mixed really poorly, or maybe it's just not memorable at all. Like, there is songs that can be just bad. And like I always really try to be nice, but like I'm gonna be real. First two songs, like I couldn't care less. This one right here, amazing, totally worth it. Um, fuck. Um, holy shit, man, that was really fucking good. Um, yeah, like again, so I'm not gonna listen to this one because it's just the instrumental of the first one, and I was already mostly paying attention to the instrumental anyways. But yeah, I actually can't stop thinking about this song. That's such a fucking good song. I'm gonna be blasting that so much tomorrow. Um, which I will try and record something for. I'll do my best. Um, I don't have too much time in the days anymore. I'm trying to go to the gym every day. I have a lot of things I take care of in my own apartment. It's a horrible mess in here. I know you can't see it because I try to keep the area, you know, directly in front of the camera clean. But holy shit, is it horrible? And I will try and I will try and record something for tomorrow. In the meantime, um, if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. What I try and do is I specifically cover artists and music that doesn't necessarily get covered as much as it should. For whatever reason, it's been kind of overlooked or left behind or so. So I really try and go to those kinds of albums and genres and artists, opposed to literally every other music critic and journalist and reviewer and reactor that goes to like the top artists, the recent things that are being released and all that kind of stuff. I really try and go to the other side of things and kind of do damage control, lack of a better word. I also will be posting my own music at some point very soon, when I'm able to record such things. In the meantime, I do live stream my practice sessions, whether it be drums or keyboard or guitar and stuff sometimes. I always have problems with the audio. I'll have that fixed tomorrow, hopefully. And so that's why I do want to actually record stuff tomorrow, because I'm going to want to see if all the stuff works. The odd times I go out to play music myself, I will, with their permission, I will record and post local bands. Please support your local music scene and your local artists. These both are amazing. Familiars is kind of like a psychedelic kind of rock kind of project, and then Tumble is kind of like a classic rock kind of project. I love these guys. Definitely check out both. But like, I'll personally vouch for this band. It's more a bit more my taste. Um, I do mashups sometimes when I have the time to do so. I have radios, which is basically any song I ever like ever goes into these. It goes into these playlists. So if you ever want to check out any of that for your own personal listening or anything like that, feel free to do so. And I think that's it. Sometimes I do topic videos. Sometimes I will live stream myself deep diving into obscure genres that I don't know anything about. I'll do that sometimes. I've been meaning to do some recently about traumacore, MPB or BP, 80s Brazilian music. It's very similar to Japanese city pop from the 80s. And another one I am forgetting to do, but I do that sometimes. And yeah, I think that's it. I think. All right. Cool. Okay.